Dum da dum dum dum. I've always had an extreme fear of going underground. And it makes me wonder why. I think I was programmed to be afraid to go underground. Somehow, I'm sure through various forms of media. And come to find out, years later, that our governments and militaries have like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles of underground highways and all kind of, you're going, that we're not allowed to go into. And you got to say, things that make you go, things that make you go, Then you get this big production. It's been in the working for years, been making it for years, and we gotta just get the word out. We gotta do this beautiful movie about the most horrific thing in the known to mankind. But there's nothing gory in it. You can take your children to see the movie. What? Take your children to see a movie about child trafficking? But it's not scary. It's okay. Or whatever these people are saying. I'm like, what? What? Who made this movie? Who's working on this movie? Who's behind the scenes? Who was there? You think none of these people have ever touched a child that way? Whoa! I'm like thinking, come on now, this is no independent project. Oh, it's independent because Disney wouldn't do it and Netflix. I don't care. A lot of people worked on this film. It is a money-making endeavor. That's what it is. Billions of people consuming this film with their eyes and ears after having gave up some money for it is not going to change human trafficking. There might be a few fringe that get saved. There might be a few fringe. Thank God for it. Or thank those people for it, the ones that notice. Like, I was traveling years ago, sorry, not even years ago, and I'm just thinking, this has been going on. Come on. It's really pissing me off. I was like, it's just going right on in front of you. You're just like, I went into a rest stop bathroom, and you go into the bathroom and you shut the door. And there's instructions on the wall, on the door of like, if you see this, ask the person if they need help or whatever. It was like, I can't remember it all, but if they look disheveled, if they look dirty, if they look like, because people will be taking people to traffic them, and they'll just stop them at rest stops and let them use the damn bathroom. I'm thinking, the nerve. That surprised they don't make them go in a cup in a van or a porta potty or whatever. I'm surprised they let them in, but they terrify them so much that these people are afraid to say anything. People are actually found on planes being trafficked, or they'll slip a piece of paper, please help me, to the stewardess or whatever. So we just have to do the best we can to be aware and reach out to people when we can. But I tell you, you'll reach out to people and they'll be like, I've reached out to women in the midst of getting beaten to try to help them, have the fight stop. Both parties turn to me and tell me to mind my own fucking business, Karen. Oh, so you laying on the ground screaming, stop, please, no, no, means that you want him to do that. And you definitely don't want me to run over and jump on his back or do anything to help you. This is a sick world. I don't know what to do. And I was so confounded, so confused as to this happening more than once. Not that they're necessarily on the ground, but trying to step in and stop abuse and be told, fuck you, by the abused. I moved to the woods and I mind my own business now, because clearly there's something wrong with my ability to discern what is happening in front of me. And I've got a savior complex, they say, and I needed to stop it. Stop trying to help people. They're screaming and begging for my help. I'm so incredibly, terribly sorry that I ran to their aid like I was taught to, or like I had wished somebody had run to my aid when I needed it, when I was involved in situations like this as a young girl or a wife or what. Ain't nobody coming to help me. Nobody's helping me. So I'm so confused. I just gave up. But I don't think we can do a whole lot about it. But I don't know. Maybe someday somebody will break the giant electronic or whatever it is frequency spell that's on everybody, like They Live movie, like the They Live which was actually based on a book. I forget the name of it. I saw it yesterday. And maybe the law, or maybe not. So let's have a great day, YouTube, one way or another. Go with your gut every time. If you try to help somebody and if they tell you fuck you, be like, well then fuck you right back and walk and just don't worry about it. Move on to the next victimized person if you see one and you want to help them. And see if they tell you fuck you, move on to the next. All right, fine, whatever. But continue to just live your life the best way you can because it's all we got. How many days we got left? I don't know. Let's live them.